Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
So, good morning, sir. I am Nalish Sharma from the Department of English and Literary Studies from the batch of BA English Honors. And today's my topic for the presentation is influence of French and Industrial Revolution on Romantic poetry. So, before going to the impact and French and Industrial Revolution, we must understand what is a Romanticism, Romantic poetry, and how it emerges. So, about a brief introduction, that Romanticism, the Romantic period, as we all know, the ending of the neoclassical period, and thus it was the starting of Romanticism. And something was lacking in neoclassical period, and Romantic periods grab that, and Romantic period poets grab that and break that particular stem. Now, Romantic period was from 1798 to 1832, and it was started with the publication of lyrical ballads by Wordsworth and Coleridge. Now, coming to the Romantic periods, starting with lyrical ballads and ending with the reform bills carried in the parliament. So, the few features of Romanticism, Romantic writers favored innovations, if we can conclude the things with the neoclassical period, that there were more logics and reasons. So the emotions and imaginations and towards nature, these were lacking. And it was the need of the time, because the French Revolution was became so violent, and are people are following up the killings, and they were just grabbing the lifestyles of others. So features of Romanticism, the poet of Romantic period, they try to came out from that situation, from their works, from their literary works. So Romantic writer favored innovation instead of traditionalism in material forms and style of literature. Romantic writers, influenced by spirit of French Revolution, liberty, fraternity, equality, and believed in human possibilities. They viewed a human being as endowed with limitless aspirations towards the infinite good envisioned by imagination. So they work on imagination also, they work on emotions also, so that they can connect the human to the nature. Now, coming to the French Revolution, a short history about it. Like, French Revolution is like most significant and famous event of the world history, because it impacts the world, not only the France. Now, coming to the time period, that is 1789 to 1799, almost, it resulted like a monarchy in France was like overthrowing, and this led to liberalism in literature also, liberalism in France also, but it impacted, liberalism came into the literature. Now, the political liberalism of French Revolution inspired many things: liberation, individuality, and rejection of prescribed rules in Romantic literature. Like individuality in the sense, the more importance given to the individuals or their choices, like freedom, we can say. The Romantic poets were inspired by ideals of equality, fraternity, and liberty, as I already mentioned. So, few causes were there of French revolutions, the most important thing, that social equality must be there, but in France, social inequality was on high level because of estate systems. There were three states, clergy, nobility, and commoners. So these divisions in the society were having inequalities sentiments, and tax burden on the third state, because the clergy came from church, Catholic Church, and nobility come from people who have throne power, people who have the kingship background. So the tax was burdened over the third state, like commoners, and it was the main cause that the price of breads were increased, and the burgese means
I
middle
would
class
just
people.
like to interrupt once, Lalit.
Yeah.
That is pronounced as bourgeois.
Sorry, sir, bourgeois. Bourgeois.
Yes.
The rise of bourgeois, because they were like middle class people. Now, ideas put forward by Enlightenment philosopher like Rousseau. They followed with sentiments, they followed with their ideas. That was also the cause that people were becoming more aware about their rights, and about the situation of contemporary France, and it was also lead to inspiration for an revolution. Now financial crisis caused due to costly wars, because of France was like interfering in different wars without any benefits, or just like in a friendship with America, he has sorry France has the most important role in the American independence. So this is also the cause of crisis of financial situations, and like drastic weather and poor harvest in the preceding years, like preceding years of this French Revolution was like uh, totally not good in the not in the favor of humans. Now a rise in the cost of bread, because of there were no proper harvest, no proper crops, so bread, the cost of bread was also increased, and the tax also burdened over the third state people, like they will die because of starvation. Now ineffective leadership of Louis 15 and Louis 16, and we have seen the result of that Bastille, the fort of Bastille was destroyed and Louis 16 was killed, like this. And the extravagant lifestyle of the French monarchy, this was like a very high standards of living, and it was impacting the third state people mostly, so they revolt against them. Now coming to the industrial revolution, it was like also having impact, but it was from like mostly Victorian age, but parallel to the French Revolution also. So industrial revolution had the most significant effect on romantic poetry, because it served as a direct antithesis to the poet's subject matter during that time. Due to French Revolution, the liberty came, the freedom came, the fraternity came, but people were using it in a wrong way, and they were going on the wrong path. Like they grab, or they dominated the Switzerland, which was a peace loving country, and it was like romantic poets saw it, and they decided that people were distracting from their real path of goodness. So this is called antithesis, like two thoughts having opposite senses of each other. So poet subject matter during that time, what let's conclude it towards the new era of peace loving countries. So the romantics drove a movement against the industrial revolution. They were worried about people moving away from nature and being unhappy. So they promoted values such as love, childhood, individualism, and exalted familial values and nature itself. Because of industrialization, people were moving towards the urban areas, and they were getting away from the nature, and the childhood, the pollution was also there. So because of industrial revolutions, the people were not getting engaged with nature, and they were like drastically harming the nature. So it was also the cause that industrial revolution impacted romantic poets to connect people towards the nature. Now it gave rise to the working and middle class, and it gave the freedom to them, like they were oppressed from long time, and now they can live their life according to them. But it was like they were not engaging with their own reality or own originality of nature. They were just ignoring it. The industrial factory was created, which in turn gave rise to the modern city. Condition within these factories were often deplorable, and by today's standards unethical, because of they have to work in a very harsh conditions. This was also a very bad impact on the health of the citizens of a particular country. Now, industrialization also caused severe reduction in living standards. They like reduction in living standards in the sense they were living in a harsh condition. They were living in a very bad condition, which was like a very unhealthy and unhygienic for them. So standards of living also reduction in that, and also monarchy was ended. So people were living like a democratic country. Now, industrialization seemed to be exemplify humankind's ability to dominate and manipulate nature by understanding, like through science and its laws. So, industrialization, like I have already mentioned, that they were not engaging with nature; they were just harming the nature because of money, because of high standard of living. They wanted to live like high in standard, but they instead of making nature clear, they were harming it. And last is most of Europe and particularly what is now United Kingdom saw a massive migration of rural workers into large metropolitan areas. I have already mentioned they were transforming themselves from the rural to urban areas, and it is like harmful for the nature, for the total environment. Now coming to the important romantic poets like William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, George Gordon Lord Byron, Percy Shelley, and John Keats. So coming with Shelley, uh, Shelley was like he was very young, and he was Shelley was very non-traditional. He was born in free thinker, and he, spite of all his lovable and generous trait, he was born distributor disturber of the public peace. At school, he was known as Mad Shelley because he did some activities like that disturbs the peace of the place. Throughout his life, Shelley's opposition towards religion grew less violent. Opposition towards the religion, it was like not so harshful. He got less violent about it. However, he never professed a belief in immorality or a religion of any sort. His poems declared a belief in the permanence of things that are true and beautiful. Common themes that Shelley incorporated into his works include the hatred of kings, faith in the natural goodness of man, belief the man in the corruption of present society, the power of reason, the rights of a natural impulse, the desire for a revolution, and liberty, equality, and fraternity. So few works are here like Ozymandias, 1880, Ode to the West Wind, 1819, To a Skylark, The Mask of Anarchy. His other major works include verse drama like the Sensei, and long poems such as Alastair or the Spirit of Solitude, Julian and Medello, and Adonais. So these were some works of Percy Shelley. Now coming to Byron, Lord Byron. So Byron believed neither in democracy nor in equality. He was like on the side of freedom but not to the liberty. So Byron believed neither in democracy nor in equality, but opposed all forms of tyranny, attempts of ruler to control man. Because he was not in the favor of like a democracy, nor in equality, but he was like, okay, this is wrong to like make trouble to the people or to control man into their hands for any ruler. That is wrong. In balanced poetry, he incorporated deep feeling rather than deep thinking to make his characters strong. Often, Byron portrayed his characters as being in complete harmony with nature, causing the character to lose himself in the immensity of the world. The French Revolution played a huge role in shaping Byron's belief and opposition to monarchy. Now, his best known work like Don Juan and Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, like shorter lyrics, Hebrew melodies, and Byron wrote a satirical pamphlet like Irish Avatar. Now, coming to the Wordsworth. Wordsworth, however, is the romantic poet who has most profoundly felt and expressed the connection of soul with nature. Wordsworth was a brilliant in expressing the feelings towards nature, and he saw great values in the immediate contact with nature, and he was like so much positive towards the nature, and he just wanted to survive in real nature, survive in the real origin of the people, like from rural areas or from the natural areas. The French Revolution helped to humanize Wordsworth as his work transitioned from extremely natural experiences to facing the realities and ills of life, including society and the revolutions. So the most famous thing, the lyrical ballads like Simon Lee, We Are Seven, lines written in early spring, and other poems also there like preface to the lyrical ballads. Strange fits of passion have I known. She dwelt among the untrodden ways. A slumber did my spirit seal, and Lucy Gray. So coming to the Coleridge, Samuel Taylor Coleridge was also profoundly affected by the French Revolution. He was also affected by the French Revolution. Unlike Wordsworth, Coleridge was more open and receptive. He was more reactive. He was more reactive towards the surroundings, whatever happening in the social and political world around him. So he was very versatile man. He led a life that covered many fields, and his work displayed this. He was a poet of nature, romance, and the revolution. He was a philosopher and historian, political figure also. So he was having many dimensions of his personality. Like he was also poet, or also included in the included in the political activism, as he was a historian or philosopher. So the French Revolution played a great role in shaping college into each of these things. According to Albert Hancock, a college tended to focus his life on two things. The number one is being separated himself from the surrounding world and to submerge himself in thought as a poet. But as a politician or as a historian, as a philosopher, he have to include it in world affairs. So some works are like Coleridge is like a rhyme of ancient mariner and Christabel. He wrote the poem Kubla Khan, and like major prose work like Biographia Literaria, and conversation poems, the Alien Harp, the Lime Tree Bow My Prison, Frost at Midnight, the Nightingale, a conversation poem, and to William Wordsworth. So now coming to the conclusive part, impact of French Revolution on literature. Literature centered to common people. Now literature was like not aristocrat. Literature was settled towards the common people, not to the higher classes. They were focusing on the common people, the commoners of the society, so that they can connect with the reality also. And they were more emphasizing to the nature. They were calling return to nature. And they were like, because of the French Revolution, drastically change happened in the society, and few things were not good according to that time. So they, what they did, they tried to develop interest in past, so that people can connect with them with their origin, so they can go back and survive in that particular situations. So elemental simplicity of life portrayed through literature, the simplicity was worked. And industrial revolution parallel to French Revolution, as I already mentioned. So thank you, sir.
Okay, Lalit, your presentation was very nice. I'll just make a few observations. I do not have any question for you because you have more or less touched upon every area. But two observations. First thing is your slides are very well made. As far as the information is concerned, they are nicely bulleted, but the font size is perhaps too small because of which it is not very clearly visible. And second observation is you have not mentioned anything about Keats.
Oh,
You have talked about Wordsworth and Coleridge, Shelley and Byron,
yes, sir.
but you have missed Keats. That is very significant because Keats is believed to be one of the greatest of the Romantic poets. Anyway, apart from that, whatever you included, they were quite nice. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Next is who is next? Nishita. 12. No, sorry.
No, sir,
Ishita,
Ishita.
13.